back to my channel. My name's Katie. I hope you are doing well. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different, but something that you can use in your junk journals. Now, some of you may know, some of you may not know, I used to be a guest designer over on the shopping channel, jewelry maker, and I have lots and lots and lots of beads and findings and whatnot. And I was sorting through them the other day and I was like, what can I do? How can I incorporate this into my paper crafting? And I've been having a look on Pinterest and things like that. And then there's I've seen a couple of videos from Andrea, who is Artie Mays, and a couple of other people as well. I'm just trying to think who else. Is it there's somebody else who's been doing this recently, and it just caught my eye and I was like, oh yeah, that's a... So this is what I have made, and I've made a couple. I'm going to show you how to do the whole thing from scratch. So if you've got some wire, I would definitely recommend a thicker gauge wire for this, and beads and just all of these kind of things, then you can definitely do this. So if you want to see how to create these, then please keep on watching. So what are you going to need? You are going to need some fabric, as I say, some wire. I've just got some antique bronze coloured silver plated round wire. I've got some in gold, and then I got this is from Jewelry Maker itself. This is from wires.co.uk. I always just say the wire man. This wire is amazing. So that is what I am going to be using. I've got a little tub of beads here, just a mixture, like a little bead scoop. I've got some findings, just some spare bits and pieces. But essentially, if you don't want to make the first piece, you can literally just use a Kilt pin, and you can get these readily. They're readily available on the internet. So, but this is what we are going to make from scratch. So that's what I have made here. So you can make them whatever size you like. So let's go for it. Now the tools you're going to need, I'll just move all of these bits and pieces out of the way so you can see. In fact, what I am going to do is put my little white mat down so then you can see what I'm doing. So just put that down there. What you are going to need tools wise is pliers. I've just got bent nose ones, but normal pliers will do. I've got a 6-step bail making pliers, but if you've only got the round nose pliers, that's fine. Wire cutters, and well, I always have 2 lots of pliers just in case I need to use a jump ring, and we probably will be using jump rings later on. So how much do we need? Roughly, I'd say I would rather do more than not enough. So I'm going to say about 8 inches. So I'm just going to cut that about there. So we're going to need roughly about 8 inches of wire. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go on the smallest mandrel on my 6-step bail making pliers. And I'm probably going to pop in about 2 inches down. And then just bring that round on itself. So you're basically doing like a U-turn. So the tip of your wire is pointing back down towards the other tip there, or the other end. And you've got this lovely little U shape. Then I'm going to take my pliers. And what I'm actually going to do is just hold those. We're just going to use it as a little bit of a clamp at the moment. And take your outer wire, and we're going to wrap that around this longer wire. So you want to take your shorter wire out at a right angle, like so. So you've got something that looks a little bit like that. And then, if you want to, you can use your pliers just to hold on. And then all you're going to do is literally wrap that wire a couple of times around your long wire. And I'll pop in and I'm going to snip off the excess. use your pliers then just to chase around that little section. It's not too bad because, I mean, unless you're making this for somebody to wear, obviously you need to make sure nothing is sticking out and nothing is going to be scratchy. So we just give that a tiny little squeeze together, because obviously we still want the little gap there for your pin to go through. Now, before you do anything else, or actually no, forget that. Next, we're going to go on to our larger rung, and I'm just going to bring that down. It's probably a bit too large. So just bring that round and you're creating your shepherd hook section there. So now, before you do anything else, would be the time you would want to put your beads on. I've put a little sash on here, but you could put the sash on first, which I think I might actually do. So we'll take that off there. And I'm going to put this already made sash just onto there. So then you've got something like that. You could put a bead on either side, which we will probably do. Let's have a look and see what we've got in here. Oh yeah, they'll do. One of those each. And I might get some little bronze balls just to sit on either side. Let's see how that looks. So this is where you can experiment with your stash. And if you think, oh yeah, I know what will go well with that. And if you've got an ongoing theme in your journal, then this is perfect. Pop that on there. There we go. And then you could put your other. I always find that there's like bits of sand or something stuck in these bronze spacer beads. So now you're effectively left with something like that. If you wanted to sew around your little pennant, then you can. So what we're going to do next is come in again with our round nose pliers, and just after that particular bead, the last bead, I'm going to go onto this side here, and I'm going to, not that way, pop that down. We are going to, I don't want to do it that way. We need to go in back into this direction, because obviously you want that to come back around this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our wire around once, just here, and then bring it all the way around again, like so. So now you've got something that looks like that. And then, as you can see, that's kind of like your open and closing mechanism, which we've created. And then what I am going to actually do is just give that a little bit of a, just going to straighten that up a little bit so it just has a little section for that to go in. I'm just going to measure how far I want my wire to be. So we want it about there. If you are going to use this as a pin, then you can file that particular piece, the end piece, into a point. But if you're just using it on your junk journals, then you probably don't need to. And as you can see, that just sits in there like so. So you've got something that looks like that. And as I say, you can decorate these. I'll do another one. That one's quite long, so you can do them any direction you wish. And as you can see there, we just took that one out of there. I've just added a little bead and a dangle on the side there. Even if you wanted to just have it as a closure, part of your closure on your junk journals or something like that, or even just a brooch if you want to. Here I've done one with a handmade paper bead. So I'll take you through that one more time. We'll maybe do a different colour, I think, or actually no, we'll still stick with the bronze. So we'll just move these to the side and we'll do another one. Okay, so you want probably about, as I say, about 8 inches depending again on how big you want your pin to be. And then we're going to come in with that bell making pliers, about 2 inches down, and bring that across. Whoops, I've just dropped those. Go in with your actual pliers and create a little right hand angle, and then wrap your wire around the longest section. Give that end just the tiniest little tweak just to untwist, because these inevitably will twist, but you just need to give them that little tweak afterwards. Pick up my pliers, and then always put my finger over the top so then you haven't got bits of wire flying all over the place. I'm lucky I'm wearing glasses, but if you don't, you know, safety first. Give that a squeeze. Now then, what beads are we going to have? I'm going to put in beads this time, so we'll put in a little bronze bead, or brass, bronze, antique bronze, and I think we'll go blue. So we'll put in one of these. I think these are chalcedony. One of those, maybe another one of those. Yeah, they just have like a, I don't know what it is inside. I've had these kicking about for years and years and years, so nope. Oh, come on, come on. Right, so you've got that there, and then I'm going to go in with this larger one. Actually, I don't know what that is. Actually, I'll put a bead cap on just to make it a little bit fancy. These are 8mm beads. Put on another bead cap. So we're getting this sort of look. Pop. Another one of those on. Another one of those. Oh, that looks nice. I like that. That looks nice. And one of those. And there you have that. And then what I will do you see the mistake? It's not a mistake. I just forgot to do it. So we'll just bring that round. Then I know which way to do my hole at the bottom. Just there. Go around once. This is just creating the spring, as I say, for your pin. Like so. And where's my, just bring that up a bit. And we'll cut that off about there. Slip, get a little kink up. And there you have it. Just give that a little tweak. That's better. There we go. And then that's going to sit inside of there like that. And there's another one. So as I say, they're really good fun to do, and they're just a little bit different than a paper clip or something like that, but you can add, as I say, a little dangle. Let's put a little dangle on the end of this one then. I want something blue. That is a little aquamarine. We'll have a little aquamarine. Hopefully I've got a... Right, so we'll get a head pin. Pop your bead on. I'm just going to cut roughly about a centimetre from the top. Shorten that. And then just going to pop in with my round nose pliers and create another loop. There. And then we need a jump ring. Grab a jump ring there. And I'm going to get another one of these Celtic dooberries. Pop that on the end of there. Grab my pliers for my jump ring. Open that up and pop that onto the end of our kilt pin. And there you go. So you don't have to use beads. As I say, you can use fabric. So I think I might show you how I created the fabric section. So I will be right back once I've got everything ready. Change your plan. Okay, should you want to have a few more dangles, so if you wanted to make something a bit like this is already a made up one, but if you wanted to make something like this, obviously you've seen that first bit, so all you're going to do then is create these 3 loops, and that is exactly the same. So we'll just have a look at that and then we'll go, right, okay, so I'm going to pop my pliers in, and you're going to bring this wire this way around. I had to figure that out then. Don't know why my brain wasn't computing. So you have to bring that wire around once and then leave whatever gap you wish. Then round again. Hold that tight and then do one more. And you can mark it out if you want to measure it on the wire. You can mark it out with a permanent marker or something like that. So, and there you have that, and then you can create your little section, your mechanism, your spring mechanism, like so. And that's going to be your spring mechanism again, and then we'll just cut that. So if you've even got a piece of fabric that you want to put jump rings on or something like that, then that's how you can create that. So I hope that helps. I haven't cut that enough. Pop that in there. And there you have it. That's mine, and that's the shop bought one. So you can do something like that, and then alongside that you could then, if you want to do some recycling, create something a little bit more interesting. You've got some buttons here. I just want to show you some different ways of using what we have here. So I'm just going to take that button have a look, see what buttons we've got. I'll take that button, and then a small button, like so. We'll get our jump rings. And all we're going to do is get rid of these buttons. Oh, that was nearly a button a lunch somewhere. Oh dear, so we want 3 jump rings, and what we're going to do first is attach this jump ring to our first button. I'm hoping that's going to go in. Oh, just need to open that a bit wider. There we go. And then that's also going to clip onto my little piece that I've made there. I might do something else on the other side. We'll add this to see how much it's going to hit against each other. And this is just an old, I haven't finished cutting it out yet, an old tin pull from like tuna or sardines or what have you, and I've just popped a little face. These are from the Graphics Fairy, so I've just popped one of those in so we can hopefully that'll sit in there. What I might need to do is just add another jump ring around that jump ring to fit into there. Okay, so we've got that, and then we could add a sparkly bead or something. We'll do another one of those because they're actually quite nice. And get rid of those buttons. This time I'm going to put in a couple of these. So we'll put one in, get our sparkly arcly little gemstone or bead. Just need to straighten that out. Pop that on, and then pop this on. Then, as I said before, just cut a centimetre and then go in with your round nose pliers. Like so. And you can actually have that just dangling off there. But I am going to use one of these little Celtic. I've had these for years as well. These little connectors. I don't know whether that goes through there though, so this will be interesting. What I might do is do it that way then. And there you've got something a little bit different. So there's all sorts of different ways you can use these. As I say, the world is your oyster. And again, you can use just a little bit of fabric. All I've done with this fabric is use some of the fabric that I got from the charity shop. If you've seen my charity shop haul the other day, that I picked up a few bits and pieces. I've just used some of that, just a little bit of that, and then pop some old packing paper over the top. So I literally just cut it down, frayed it a little bit. I've used some old packing paper that I got from Amazon, and then just glued on a button with and used some of that thread that I got also in my little haul there. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that it just shows that if you've got the wire and things like that, you can actually create these things to go onto or into your journals. You know, if you wanted to put like a little eyelet, you could put these on, all sorts of things. The world is your oyster. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and there may be a few other variations coming of different things like this. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye.